Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. So we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here comes the jet sweep, trying to run it to the edge. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Brought down at the 35. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back, it's Hicks. And the ball is hauled in.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. And that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? Field goal tried. No good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Off the 57-yard field goal miss, the offense sets up around the 40. Ball handed to the running back. Fights through a tackle. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They stalled and then missed a field goal. First down, looking to throw the football. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. Offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly, 2-9
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you're going to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Third down for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
And put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Third down coming up.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
4th down coming up.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made after just a short game. Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Hicks. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to the left side. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down.
At the 42-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. They'll kick it away here. returner brought down by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
First down here for this offense. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Caught on the outside. It's Barnes. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quick throw to his receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense retakes the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. That's going to be incomplete. A first down dropped here in the middle of the field. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here comes a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Defense is coming after him. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. But Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Hand off to the single back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And he pulls in the catch. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half.
The attempt through the air is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
Ready.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's the running. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up third down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. They go with a short shovel pass.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up. It's an option look. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what will be the play call?
And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Dropping back. It's Hicks. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Did he take it all the way? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw it. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
The extra point is good. It's 17-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Quick catch over the middle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Handoff running right. That picks up a first down, spotted at the 39.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Back to pass. It's Hicks. Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's Barnes. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds an open target on the left side. And they get him down after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's not always the big, tall receiver that gives these defenses headaches on slant routes. Sometimes it can be that undersized guy from the slot. It's very tough to get your hands on.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run the option. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. And the Ducks will line up to kick it away. Hunter getting a workout here, on for the 5th time today. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's going to hand this off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Hicks. Looking right. This one caught. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 45. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Penalty makes it first down and 20. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Ducks are in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick completion to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To the air. It's Hicks. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
The ball carrier is the running back. Gain of 6.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The tight end has got it. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Hicks. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the back gets the football. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's 2nd down after that completion. Dropping back. It's Hicks. Tries to get it to the running back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Is incomplete. It leads to 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the 1st half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the 2nd half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
A 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up.